Hi Pisces, welcome to Free Your Spirit Healing. This is going to be messages for you for your highest good month of March. Let's see what's going on for you in March. Oh, that one. And that one. Ooh. May have been someone who kind of avoided or ran away or disappeared quickly. And you've been waiting for patiently for them to return and explain themselves, but they feel like their hands are tied. Or maybe you feel like your hands are tied, Pisces. It's been like a disappointing situation. Tell me about this. Pisces highest good. What's the Eight of Swords? Oh. I feel like someone's wanting to just clean slate, start again. Ignore the problem. This is something I just heard. So someone may not be able to express themselves in a manner that they might not be able to, it's like I'm struggling to find the words, they might not be able to articulate themselves, and so it might be easier for them to just like move on and start again, new beginning, or take just a different approach. I feel like they are also holding their own position with a kind of similar attitude to you, but they're not quite as centered as you. And I feel like they may be starting to let their guard down in some way, or they want to close out that cycle. There's some kind of travel involved as well. There's some kind of learning. There may have been other people involved in the situation. I heard they're gonna bang to the beat of their own drum, so they might be quite stuck in their ways, this person. And you may be good at showing and expressing yourself in a vulnerable manner. Yet they're not able to reciprocate that level of vulnerability. They may be a little bullheaded like that. It feels like it's just a personality type thing. There's quite a lot of swords in here, so it could be like it could feel a bit mind games at times, but I feel like you have the patience to handle it. And it looks like they also will offer you something that's new, or that their approach and what they bring, the action that they take. It could be some kind of distraction technique to like not acknowledge what happened, but because they don't know how to handle it, and they have like buried insecurities around it's like repeated things of the past, or things that have accumulated that they feel they have to guard. And I feel like there's some kind of regret going on. Is there a regret at taking a leap of faith on something that closed out or didn't work or that ended? That's another part of it. But something's keeping them up at night, and they're having to find a way of balancing themselves out. They might not, in March, they might not be achieving that easily. That might be a bit challenging for them. And they may be juggling more than one thing, and they may be juggling something financially, but also juggling decisions, or their style of communication may be a bit naive or jovial or childlike. And that in itself might cause more turbulence within them or within you as a response. And you may feel that you have to walk away to stabilize yourself. Well, look elsewhere. You're expanding your horizons. Tell me more about this very strange situation. And it may be that in you looking or searching or expanding yourself in another direction, that you're retracting your energy from the disagreements and from the whatever it is that's clashing to do with this new start that ended or didn't work out. The new thing, the blind faith. It may be something to do with travel. Had you or this person or both of you juggling finances? There may have been like unforeseen costs or something. But you've got the Magician here, so I feel like with the Temperance as well, things will come into balance. And as well, if you recognize all the tools that you do have, all the skills, the skill set that you have and the skill set that they have, can pull some pretty awesome moves. So if you pool your resources, or you both put your focus into the same thing and work as a team, or collaborate with someone else, there's something. I feel like there's something that could make you a lot of money, or that could completely change your finances. But there's also something about that, or the collaboration or negotiation of contract. There's something about it that's either outright toxic or just very chaining, or there are dark aspects to it. And something not right about that combination. There's something to do with the financial aspect of your relationship with this person that's unhealthy, and there's some kind of action or information that happens around all that with what's being offered that leaves you in a position of needing to make a choice. And this is directly connected to a soul mate or karmic or twin flame. There's some kind of very significant connection that you have. Oh, yeah, the connection that you have that's deep and long, emotionally deep, and the one that fulfills you. Ooh, and this is something to do with your commitment to each other, or your commitment, or maybe to getting married. So it could be, this reads like a relationship that maybe you both had a certain idea or trajectory, and you were embarking on something specific, and then you heard some news about it, and it ended the way it was going to be. And then there needed to be like a leveling out, or a time to figure things out. So that's what March is looking like anyway. But and then there's something about a contract that has a devilish aspect. There's an undertone, an undercurrent to do with that contract, or to do with the money aspect of the contract. Something very, there's a material, something to look at in terms of, is it a quick fix? Is whatever's happening, is it a quick fix, or is it a long term with how things are unfolding? And the more you can put your focus into the long-term aspects and just slow it down, maybe slow down your breathing and set your intentions, then it'll all work out for you in your favor. I can't figure that devil out in this read, because it feels like a red herring being thrown in there. Because aside that, the read is really actually very nice. It's very beautiful, and it's quite romantic as well. Despite the insecurities that are kind of threading through, there's healing here, and there's decision making and collaboration and information and momentum and togetherness and a happy life and a new offer and possible commitment or marriage on the cards in March. But that devil in there has thrown me. So there's something to be looking at in terms of, I feel like it's to do with finances. So it might be to do with being clear, communicating clearly about what your role is and what their role is, and what belongs to you and what belongs to them, and what you're deciding to join together. Have a real clarity over the contract of what you're doing financially. Maybe that, and for some of you it might be that you're being proposed to and that you need a prenup. It could be that. So take it as it resonates. Let me know in the comments. So you've got Breath of the Cosmos, My Will to Thy Will, Micromanaging the Universe. Wow. So that fits in with the management of like energy and finance. Are very, very wrapped up in each other, and in terms of like trust, when you're joining a partner, what you bring to the table and what they do, what feels fair and what feels right, and what role you take on. So what is your role in this? Are you in your masculine and feminine in a balanced way? And are you okay with that? And let's see what spirit animal you have. Whale. Oh, you speak whale. So whales, the great communicators of the cosmos. And apparently there's something that shifted in our time frame recently where the whales stopped singing and they were waiting for the humans to speak up, to reset our energetic trajectory in a good way. So whale as well, I feel that's connecting you with the depths of your emotions and how you navigate that, how you express yourself emotionally, how you are received when you express yourself emotionally, what that looks like, whether you are feeling heard, whether you're able to go deep, whether you like distract yourself instead. Why was thy well? So it's interesting. This other card with the whale is Breath of the Cosmos, although I see that as it looks like she's underwater. But breathing. It is cosmos as well, but yeah, there's something about emotional breathing. Oh, so maybe breath work is a really good way of you regulating your emotions and finding center, coming back to center. Shine, number 19. Don't forget to shine. So what is that telling you? I feel like this is when you come up for air after being in the depths of emotions, that it feels like she's swimming to the surface. And 1 is initiation and 9 is near completion, and 1 and 9 is 10, which is 1. But there's something that's ending and completing. And as we saw at the beginning, you'll read with the Fool and then the King of Swords and the World. It's like the Fool is the first card and the World is the last card. So there is something beginning and completing. But it could also be that it's upgrading you. You could be beginning a new cycle and completing it to begin again. Shine. And shining your gifts. I feel like you're embarking on something new. And that you'll be sharing it, that you'll be radiating it out into the universe. Wow, what an interesting read, Pisces. Please like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you next month. Mwah.